Okay, let's do it. We got a review of Jurassic World Dominion. It is the third movie in the Jurassic World iteration. It is the sixth in the Jurassic Park franchise. Before we get into any of this, you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe, will you? We're trying to do some things. So if we can get to 60,000 by July 1st, which is July 15th, excuse me. My co-host on my show on Wednesday are going to smash each other in the face with a cherry pie. Well, we'll see. You tell us if you're going to help us out. If not, whatever. Subscribe. Okay. So this movie, Jurassic World Dominion. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Now, what I did say in my reaction video, my out of the theater reaction, that is that it is a improvement from Fallen Kingdom, but take that however you want. The movie is 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, 2:25 or something. It's way too long. Way too long. I can take your argument if you're going to argue with me that you think the Batman was a good length, because there's enough of a story there that pieces together, and it's a pretty deep story, and they try to connect it really well with a lot of different things happening. This is a very convoluted script and relying on nostalgia. The biggest problem is this, and I know that a lot of people will say that when you try to compare, you can't compare the first movie to this movie, how far it's evolved. It's like comparing Fast 5 to Fast 1. They're just very different movies. But you can't take away the fact that the magic is gone. It's just gone out of this series altogether. And that's a bummer, because I liked the first Jurassic World. I'm on board with that movie. I liked what they did with it. It was kind of a mixture to me of what they did with the first one, combining it with like a new what the park would be and what they ultimately wanted it to be. And then they just went into this monster movie realm in Fallen Kingdom. The first half an hour of Fallen Kingdom was okay. And then this movie, as I'm watching it, started to feel the same way. This one was way less eye-rolling for me than it was in the other one, but it's still, they're going into this science fiction B-movie, monster movie thing that sometimes the music, you can just feel like you know exactly what they're going for. Some of the dialogue is ridiculous. And it's not the actor's fault. And I thought that the cast itself, whether it was Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Dern, Sam Neill, I thought there were some great additions to the cast. I thought Mahmoud Athi was incredible in the role he played. I thought that I'd never heard of DeWanda Wise before, and you see her in the trailer as the pilot inside. I thought she added a lot to the cast. I liked Isabella Sermon as Maisie Lockwood a lot in this one, even more so than the last one. But this script is silly. It's just silly, Sully. And when it's 4 years after the events of Fallen Kingdom, and dinosaurs have now, if you follow the last one, they're on the move. They're living among us, and there's the question is again, what do we do about them? But that's really where it stands with the dinosaurs. You're going to be upset if you're going there just for the dinosaurs, because this movie becomes less about the dinosaurs and some other plot where it starts to get very sci-fi. And at one point when there are dinosaurs around, I felt like this was like Colin Trevorrow doing this is his cantina scene from Star Wars. And like I said, I did not hate watching this movie. I hated watching Fallen Kingdom. I hated doing a rewatch of Fallen Kingdom. I didn't hate watching this movie. I was bored sometimes, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. That's fine. And it was great to watch Sam Neill and Laura Dern back together again, and then Jeff Goldblum, of course, and to watch them go back. But some of the lines that Jeff Goldblum said, they're trying to make him quirky and funny with what Ian Malcolm usually does, and some of them just don't hit. Some of them do. And to be on the positive side of what I liked, when the dinosaurs were working, they really work well. T-Rex 316, of course, he's in this. You know he's going to be in this. Blue, I don't want to ruin. I'm just like, this is a non-spoiler, so I don't want to ruin anything in particular that happens. But there are a lot of things that when you watch the first one, it's almost like, oh, what would you do if you were trapped in a park with dinosaurs? You would be able to do this. This is realistically what you do. I remember how many issues we had in the second movie when Jeff Goldblum's daughter did the gymnastics kick. Well, that is nothing compared to some of the stuff. People are smashing dinosaurs in the face with pipes and kicking them and closing their mouths shut and choking them. And it's like it is Fast and the Furious for dinosaurs now. That's really what it is. And if you accept it as just this new romp, I thought they were going to go more Planet of the Apes, where it was like more of a dramatic, almost the book. The first Jurassic Park is a dramatic horror book, and then they took elements of that, and you feel that for sure with the kids in the kitchen with the raptors, but we're so far past that now and so far away from what the original movie was that now we're in this place where it is, like I said, just like it's like a science fiction action Fast and the Furious version of it. More, faster, stronger, more big dinosaurs, big mutations, this and that, and sci-fi story combined with it because we need it to be more interesting, and let's take the humans, and it becomes less interesting. So it's not great, and it's predictable, and you know who the bad guy is the second they introduce him or her. When the person shows up, and you go, oh, that's the bad guy, even if you're not supposed to know right away. But that's the bad guy right there. How's that person gonna be a bad guy? So like I said, go see it if you want to finish. You want to finish out the trilogy or the 6 movies, and you want to see how it ends. Go see it. Like I said, I will repeat, I did not hate watching it. It's not something you want to put on a poster, but I didn't hate watching it. It was fun to watch everyone back together, but overall, and I will say that I think, and I like J.A. Bayona a lot as a director, I think Trevorrow did a better job directing this one than the last one. The last one was really all over the place. This one, at least, even though we have the story of Maisie Lockwood continues and staying with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard and their relationship. I liked that. I liked how that played and I thought and I liked the fact they didn't have to try to break them up again and put them back together. They were already together. Again, things I liked. Chemistry I liked. Some of the special effects I dug. Some of the special effects still looked better in 1994's Jurassic Park, or 93, whatever the hell it was, than this, which is bizarre. I think that people should take a lesson from Top Gun, man. You can still do Top Gun costs $170 million or whatever it costs to make. It's a very expensive movie, but it felt you can't make dinosaurs with practical. I guess you guys could make it practical, but scale it back and make it more personal. Make it feel more, put the emotions behind it besides just going overall spectacle and doing. It's too. This plot's too convoluted. It's too much. You don't need to put that much into it. And like I said, I always thought it was going the Planet of the Planet of the Apes with the dinosaurs. We got to this place where Jeff Goldblum had said, if you keep messing with it, and they kind of try to do that with what they're doing, but it's just so like something you'd see on the science fiction channel. So I don't know. I'm going to go, and from my review, it probably sounds like I'm going to go under 2. I'm not, because as I said, I think it's directed fine for what it is. It's going to wind up putting people in the theater. It should be 2 hours and 10 minutes, if that. It's 2:30. It's too long, but overall, it is a vast improvement from Fallen Kingdom. So I'm going to say 2.5. Out of 5 schmoes. Is it something you can just slam popcorn into your face and watch and say, oh, look at that. That's stupid, but it's fun. Yes, it is. So I don't know if that helps you at all, but that's what I got for you. We'll be doing some spoiler reviews and everything else too. All right. Subscribe to it. Do it. We got more stuff coming up. Today's going to be a busy day, by the way. Today's going to be a very busy day. I already probably at this point have the Obi-Wan spoiler up. This is up. I don't know when Black Adam trailer. Maybe that's up already, too. Got, the Big Thing Sith Council episode is going up today, too. And who else knows? Who else knows? Somebody knows. And we'll figure it out. Thank you. Ding and bell. Subscribe. All right. Don't hurt yourself. Don't fall down. If you do, pick yourself back up, and then you won't be hurt anymore. Well, you still might be hurt. Scratch your knees, run around, rub them off, put some alcohol on your knees if you scrape them. If not, just figure it out.